Write your way to Supersize Your Business Annual Challenge Day 228. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. This is a second day of the week that we're focusing on spiritual tools to help us grow and scale and supersize our businesses. And today's tool is writing things down, journaling. And I found I get journals a lot as gifts. And this one I got from my daughter for Mother's Day. And I haven't used it yet. So I'm committing to, as an action item this week, write in this journal every morning as soon as I wake up. Or right before bed. I haven't decided yet because it does two things. It's a guided journal that helps us intend our day tomorrow and then review our day and share how it went. So I think it's maybe more a nighttime one and setting my intention for tomorrow right before I go to bed. I just thought of that now. But I'm committing to the next 7 days as an action item, actually doing this and journaling. Why? Because journaling and writing things down gets things out of us and onto paper where we can actually look at them and consider and look for our own patterns and behavior. It helps us to be more self-aware. It helps us to be better leaders. It helps us to be better human beings. Journaling is a way to tap into and understand our thoughts, our fears, our hopes, our dreams, our connection to a higher power, God, the universe, your big you, like we talked about yesterday, big you, big me, little me. We all know, if we've given it any thought whatsoever, that there's something bigger than just our physical body here on the planet. And that we are somehow connected to some force, some energy much larger than just we are. A stream of consciousness writing is how I like to do it. I like to just set a timer for 10 minutes. And I guess I'll challenge you to do that too. If you're not a journaler or a writer, grab a notebook, grab a new notebook. I love to grab new notebooks. Not that I have one around here right now. I am literally surrounded by notebooks and journals all the time because I'm always writing things down. The more my vision has been a challenge for me, the more I write things down. Why? Because it reinforces them. If we're learning something new, it reinforces the learning in our mind and helps to store it in our subconscious in a way we can retrieve it someday. There's lots of different journaling techniques. If you're looking for a specific one, you can Google it. You could get a guided journal like me. You can just grab a blank notebook. You can grab a little plain flip book thing. Whatever works for you. You can type, but I don't think typing has the same connection to us as actually writing it out in our own handwriting. Now, keep in mind, nobody has to read this but you, and you don't even have to read it if you don't want. A secret I shared with the Supersize You community is that you can actually use AI now and talk to it. We've been able to use microphones and talk to things for a long time, but even Google has a Google Voice feature where you can just start talking and it will capture everything you say. So you could do it that way. And sometimes we'll get a better stream of consciousness by just talking it out than just writing it out. But I will tell you, there is something incredibly unseen and powerful about physically writing things down. It's why I'm such a believer in writing. Now, I keep other journals, so don't think that I haven't been practicing what I preach. I do gratitude journaling almost every day. I do all kinds of other types of things. I mostly do business type journaling to try to untangle and unwrangle different types of business problems and challenges that people face. It's really funny. I found in this journal, which I had gotten, I think I got it 2 years ago now. I actually found a group of 20 questions and 20 challenges that I have case studies for that I meant to share and I've never shared. So I might share that. I might do YouTubes about it. I might do that as my next YouTube. Hey, here's the top 20 questions that business owners and business builders and scalers have. Here's the answers, and here's somebody and what they did to deal with that situation. So you have a real life example of how someone else, maybe in a similar industry or business as you, but maybe different. But just because we're in different industries doesn't mean we can't learn from one another. It's actually one of my secrets to helping people grow and scale their businesses so fast is by looking to different industries and saying, okay, well, this problem's been solved in 20 different industries before. Maybe you haven't solved it in your business, but look at all of these different solutions that people have found for this. Which one best suits your needs? Let's implement it immediately and then tweak it and make it our own. So some of those type ideas have come to me through journaling and writing things down and stream of consciousness. I think it's why I used to be such a gigantic list builder. I used to have at least a 400 item to-do list going in my computer at any given time. It's back when I was doing corporate and my businesses on the side. And along the way, it wasn't until after my cardiac arrest that I actually stopped doing that. I did that up until then. And then I realized that was not serving me very well because it put undue pressure on me to think that I never was done. I always had way too much to do for my personal capability and bandwidth. So I actually stopped doing that. And I'm proud to say I actually got my week down to a 1 sheet this week. And I've been working with it. I've been working for about 3 weeks now with Claude to design my week out. It looks at my calendar and my schedule, puts all the key meetings and things that I have on that as checklists. And then my 3 revenue generating activities are on the top. And I have to document that I did them every day or that I didn't do them every day. And then I better have a good reason or a lesson that I can learn. Maybe I am setting too ambitious a goal for that particular area. Maybe I'm not setting an ambitious enough goal, but I won't know that if I don't write it down and actually look at it and pay attention to whether it's working for me or not. So what are we going to do for a challenge today? I challenge you today for sure to set a timer for 10 minutes. Hello, Marge Rhodes. And actually just free write. Whatever pops into your head, start writing it down. And do it for 10 minutes and then look and see what you got. Because it'll help you tap into a stream of consciousness that you weren't even aware of. Guess what? I think 90% of what goes on in our mind and in our head and in our subconscious, we have no clue about. And the only way to get a clue is to have a strategy to tap into that. And writing is a way to do that. Like I said, I'm committing to the next 7 days, since we're doing a whole week of spiritual tools that can help us to grow and scale our business. I'm going to use this journal my daughter gave me, and it's got a section for capturing what happened today. I guess I could share the questions if I grabbed a magnifying glass. It says, how did you take care of yourself today? Because guess what? If you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to have a business. A good thing that happened was, because we should look for the good things that happen in every day, even on our worst days. Bad things have happened, yeah, but good things have happened on that same day as well. And if we focus on the bad, we'll think the day was just bad. But if we focus on the good things that happened, it'll help balance off the stuff that didn't maybe delight us when it went down. The third thing says something that you're grateful for, which is like your gratitude journal, and then summarize the day in 1 word. The more days that you have that you summarize with awesome, the happier your life is going to be. That's just my opinion. Awesome is like my favorite word. And then the second part of this is imagining tomorrow, because if we pre-frame and think about how we want our day to go, it is much more likely to go that way than if we just wake up, face the day, and go with whatever happens. And so when we plan our day today, it says, what's your intention for tomorrow? Why is it important to you? And how will you embody it? How will you make sure that you live it and it happens? So we're imagining what our day is going to be like. Do you know how powerful that is? Incredibly powerful. All right, so that is our challenge for today. I challenge you to do the 10-minute part of just free writing. Just today, find 10 minutes. If you're telling me you can't find 10 minutes somehow in your life today, guess what? You're going to have a heck of a time scaling and supersizing your business, because we have to have time to work on our business, not just in it, dealing with problems and dealing with challenges. I did that. It didn't work out so well. All right. If you have any questions, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, make it an awesome day. Awesome days are fun to have. And I will, of course, do this tomorrow.